Hi, thanks for coming out to volunteer for Big Backyard Kindergarten Winter Walk. I'm Sarah, and I'm going to show you where the different stations for this walk are taking place. We're here in the front of Estabrook right now. For kindergarten, the kids are going to actually just go with you out the back door of their classroom. We're going to head over there right now. So here you are coming out of the classroom with your group of kindergarteners. And we're here to explore and feel and observe how winter is different than fall was. We're going to use all of our senses. So one of the first things you can do with your students is have them just pause with their eyes closed for 20 to 30 seconds and listen and feel and smell, and you can talk with them about what are all the things that they are experiencing, and then you can talk with them about how that was different than it was in the fall. One of the things you're going to come out of the classroom holding is a kindergarten winter walk introduction sheet. This reminds you to close eyes and take the time to experience winter, and it also gives lists of several suggested questions you can talk about with the students, and then more questions after you open eyes up again. At any point during the walk, if your students are running around and getting a little less focused, you can use these questions to refocus them. You can have them close their eyes again. And also, just a reminder, while we're using most of our senses on this walk, we will not be tasting anything we find. Thank you. On the way back from the walk, the reverse side is a wrap-up sheet. This asks questions of the students such as, what are the things that you saw? What are the things you heard, felt, or smelled? What are the things that were interesting to you and that you had questions about? So you can use this sheet to bring the walk all together and also keep their focus on the walk on the way back to the classroom. And today's walk is all about exploring how winter is different than the schoolyard and the forest were in the fall. Part of that exploration is going to be about snow and ice, and some of it's going to be about animals, and some of it's going to be about plants. We have different stations set up for each of those. I'm going to show you now where those stations are. They don't need to be done in a particular order. Whichever one your group goes to first, or if there's a group at one, you just go on to the next station and come back to the one you walked past. All right, let's go. Hi, so here we are at the snow and ice station. As you can see, today we don't have a lot of snow and ice left on the ground. We do have some. We also made a little bin of snow. If there's no snow, there are suggestions on the sheet for what you can talk about with the students. There are instructions on different ways to explore the snow and ice on the sheet. In this other bin, we have the materials you'll need, the tools you'll need for the walk. There's a couple trowels for digging the snow itself and for trying to dig the soil under the snow. And inside this bag, there are hand lenses that will help the students look at the snow crystals in more depth. Let's go on to the next station. They're this way. So here we are now, a little bit a ways from the building, close to the edge of the forest, at the front of the ridge trail, which goes along the ridge back behind the school. This walk had a total of 4 stations. We've already seen the snow and ice station, and here at the beginning of the forest, we have 3 more stations. One of them is right here. This station explores how plants are different in winter than they were in the fall when the students were last out. We explore buds, and there are a number of flagged plants around here where you can look at the leaves on the trees, if there are any still, and any buds on them. There's another flagged plant to look at buds to the side. And again, there are explanations and more details here on the station sheet. Here we are at the Animal Tracks station. there's no snow today to look at animal tracks. Other winters there may be snow, which would be even more fun, but in the absence of having tracks, we do have, in addition to the station sheet, we have a track sheet where you can look at the different kinds of tracks that animals make in the snow. You can look at the size, the shape, the pattern, comparing, for example, the tracks that rabbits make versus squirrels. They have similar feet, but they move very differently in the snow. You can look at what direction the tracks are. So even if there's no snow, the children can have fun hopping around. And again, there's more information on the sheet. This is the last station I'm going to show you today. We are farther into the forest along the ridgeline, but not very far. You can still see the school, and you can also see our last flag station. At this station we have animal signs. We've already talked that animal tracks in the snow are one sign of animals in winter, but here we'll talk about looking for signs of what animals have been eating, looking around for any nest or nest remnants in the trees. One of the signs we'll look for are nibbled branches where deer or rabbits have taken off the buds to get nutrients and water in the winter. We have a flagged plant to show you where one example plant is, and the children can look around for many more examples of nibbled branches, berries or acorns. We can look for scat that animals leave behind. There's lots of things to explore. So even if there's no snow, there are a lot of other signs of animals in winter. So thanks so much for volunteering to lead this walk for your child's class. I hope that this video helps you find all the stations. There should be full explanations of what to do on each station sheet again. And have fun!